A few days ago, we got our first Stranger Things Season 5 teaser, and here it is. It's basically just a mugshot of 11 saying this person is wanted, 15-year-old female, blah, 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 lists her height and everything. And if you call that number, it's basically like a distress call that's saying an earthquake just happened, this girl is wanted, blah, 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 blah. It's a cool little teaser. It's our first teaser for Stranger Things Season 5, so I think we're officially in the promotional Stranger Things 5 era, even though it doesn't really feel like that, because now we're getting news that the Duffer Brothers have yet to have a meeting of when the show is even going to come out. They know that Netflix wants them to release it in 2025, but they're going to have a meeting in a few weeks from now to discuss the release date. And on top of that, the Duffers said they have over 650 hours of footage, and they can't even show us 10 seconds of it, people. 10 seconds of a teaser. So I'm still on the side that Netflix has done a pretty subpar job on promoting the biggest show in their literal company's history, but on a positive side of things, we got our first teaser and it was pretty damn cool. So I'm really excited about that. But back to the release date thing. The Duffers said in a few weeks from now, we're going to sit down with Netflix and figure out an ideal release date. They said, we want to release at least part of it in 2025, but we don't know for sure that it's going to be released in 2025. It's absolutely insane. I thought this was confirmed a year ago, but apparently now they're first sitting down to discuss it, which is, like I said, insane, because I've been waiting for this show for 3 effing years. If we don't get it in 2025, I'm gonna lose my mind, okay? This show is like half of my life. So if I don't get it for another year, we're gonna have a problem up in this brain of mine, okay? Because like me, you know, I'm sure a lot of you use TV as an escape and also as like a passion, you know, making theories, doing this, doing that, getting attached to the characters, emotional, all this stuff, and just having something to talk about with your friends, with your, you know, community. I have a Discord, 1,200 people. I can hardly even talk about the show right now because nothing's going on. Finally got a teaser. I know I'm yapping right now, but I'm just saying, if this doesn't release in 2025, I'm gonna freak out. That's the bottom line. But here's my prediction so far, based off that news that they're gonna be in a meeting in 2 weeks from now to discuss it. I would assume that they're gonna at least try to release 1 volume in 2025. But I do think it's a possibility that we get 1 volume in 2025, like in November, maybe even in August or something like that. In the later half of 2025, I think we can get 1 volume. And then I think honestly, it's a possibility that they wait till like February of 2026 or March of 2026 to release the second volume. I know that sounds ridiculous and that's over a year from now and we don't even want to think about it, but I do think that's a very good possibility based off the news that we just got. But what's also confusing to me is that the Duffers announced that their other 2 shows that they're working on, or maybe it's a movie and a show, The Burrows, that show, is releasing in 2026, like early 2026. Why are you focusing on a brand new show that's never released and nobody knows anything about it, rather than the show that people are making fun of online, saying it's been 10 effing years, 2 presidential elections, a global pandemic, a writer strike, all this stuff, and we're not even at season 5. So why are you even focusing? Maybe that's probably the Duffer side of things. I'm assuming this is a Netflix problem, the reason that we haven't gotten it. I'm done complaining about the release date for this video, but that's just my thoughts on it. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think this should be the #1 priority over literally anything at Netflix right now. Literally anything. Not WWE, not any other show, not you, not Wednesday, not anything. Stranger Things should be #1 priority to get out. Get every single VFX editor you know in the history of the world, bring them to the Netflix headquarters and have them work on it 16 hours a day. That's the bottom line. That should be the #1 priority. So that's my thoughts on that. But there are some other news. So like I said, the promotional era has started. This teaser was pretty freaking cool and I'm really excited about it, and finally got me a little energy to be like, okay, I'll film a YouTube video about Stranger Things. Because before I was just like, oh my God, I have to like, you know, rewire my brain to get into the Stranger Things era when we're not actually in it because it's been so long and not many people are hyped about it. But I think now people are like, okay, I'm starting my rewatch. I'm getting back into it. Hopefully we get it by the end of the year. I think that's the mindset most people are in. So there are some other positive news. Finn Wolfhard said, not every episode is going to be like a full-blown movie, but there are definitely some episodes this year that runtime is definitely going to be film-like length. But there are some episodes that are still 40 to 45 minutes, which, like, a lot of people are complaining about that. I honestly kind of expected that. I'm assuming there's going to be like 3 episodes that are like 45 minutes long. And then the other episodes are going to be between 55 minutes and like an hour and 15 minutes. And then the last 2 episodes are going to be like an hour and a half each. So that's kind of what I expected. That isn't really a surprise to me. Also, the Hawkins High School has officially been torn down. That's kind of random. I just thought I'd throw that in there. There was pictures on Twitter of the actual building getting torn down. So that's completely gone and disintegrated, all that stuff. And yeah, I mean, that's honestly most of the updates. Tudum will return in 2025 with the event now scheduled to take place on May 31st in Los Angeles. So May 31st, 2025, I would assume we will be getting some Stranger Things news at that Tudum event, which is, you know, promising for sure. But yeah, and there's also rumors that Stranger Things 5 is going to be divided in 2 parts. I've been saying that for 2 years now. I think Stranger Things 5 is going to be divided in 2 parts because they want to get at least something out in 2025. And if they actually can't get it done editing before 2025, at least they can get part of it done and release it in 2025. But the thing that I'm so confused about, I'm going back to the release date. I don't even care. The thing that I'm confused about is that they put 2025 in our brains in 2023. They put it in our brains in 2023, and now we're in 2025, and they're saying 2026. This is not GTA, guys. This is the biggest television show in the world right now that everybody's waiting for. And all I'm seeing on my timeline is tweets with 300,000 likes saying, it's been 10 years. You can't release 1 season? That's all I'm seeing. That's literally all I'm seeing. Just people making fun of the show. It's becoming a running joke now. I don't understand, you know, and maybe I'm not into it enough. Maybe I don't know how hard it is to get these editors and stuff all together to work on this show. But if we're talking about, you know, their number 1 priority, it shouldn't be hard to pay these VFX editors to get in there and work on this shit. So, I don't know. I'm pretty frustrated. But I am excited that they released 1 teaser. Now, how will the teasers go on from here? Well, I'm assuming we're not going to get one for a while. Honestly, I think we got that teaser, and now we're not going to get one for like another month, at least. Or maybe actually, I take that back. I think we might be able to get something at the Super Bowl. It might be a little repetitive and very underwhelming, but I think we can get at least a Stranger Things mention at the Super Bowl. And then after that, I would assume until late March, we get another teaser. And then we might even wait till Tudum. Because think about it, we're not getting any Stranger Things actual TV show episodes. I don't even think it's possible to get it in the summer. So if we're not getting it until at least August or later, there's no way we're getting more than like 2 or 3 teasers between now and then. Like, no way. I think up until like 2 months before the show actually releases is when we're gonna get like some like actual good teasers. So I don't know. It's very confusing why they're leaking 2026 now. It's also very intriguing and interesting how they released a Squid Game teaser, a Stranger Things teaser, and a Wednesday teaser all at once. And a You teaser. Like all on the same day. Maybe not all at once, but all in the same day or all in the same week. So that's like their 4 biggest shows right now, 4 biggest originals that are having new seasons coming out fairly soon. I still think that Stranger Things should be on its own. It should be on like another level. It should be like the superior show. You know, have You, Wednesday, and Squid Game on this level, this other level, and then Stranger Things should be number 1. I really don't get it. Also, the teaser says a reward totaling $3,000 will be paid for all leads, which will result in the location of Jane Hopper or her body. Last seen walking on the sidewalk near Hawkins High School, where she mysteriously disappeared that afternoon, June 13th, 1986. Contact the Hawkins Police Department if you have any information regarding about the whereabouts of this person. I mean, it's a pretty good teaser, but I really do wish we got a freaking video. That would have got people rolling. That would have got people way far into it. But I'm pretty sure this did some numbers. Let's look on the Stranger Things Twitter and see how many like views this got. Oh my god, it only got 50,000 likes and 2 million views. It's so disappointing. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I seen a tweet talking shit about Stranger Things, about how it's not released, that had 300,000 likes. And their first tweet, or the first teaser, only has 50,000. I mean, this is what happens when you wait this long, honestly. It's just what it is. I've been trying to keep this hype of the show as high as I could throughout the dead time, and it seems like Netflix is doing as little as they can. It seems like I'm getting disappointed each and every time new news comes out about the show. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I'm still super excited for the show. I cannot wait for it. I want it to come out sooner rather than later. 650 hours of footage is freaking insane. So they better pick the best 12 to 14 hours of that footage that they could possibly find and hopefully we get the season we've all been looking for, and hopefully we get it in 2025. That's pretty much the Stranger Things update. A little bit of a a sour taste in my mouth, a little bit of a grouchy tone talking about it this time around, but it's mainly just because I heard 2026 and I just had enough. Honestly, I just had enough. I have to speak my mind. I love Netflix. I love the Duffer Brothers. I love the production team. I respect them. I know it's hard work. I know it takes time. Greatness takes time. All that stuff. It's been 3 years. All right, chop. Let's prioritize this thing. Let's get it out in 2025. And let's make history. I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. That's not my question. I know it's going to be good. But part of it being great is the hype leading up to it and everyone being invested in the actual release. So the sooner they can get the release date out, just one date for the volume, the sooner this hype is going to take off like a rocket ship. Because that's when people will know it's not just like a facade. It's not just like, oh, maybe it releases then. It's like GTA, okay? People were tired of hearing about GTA 6. They were tired of hearing about it. Like, what are you talking? Stop saying 2022. Stop saying 2020. Give me a release date. And as soon as they release that trailer, 2025, October 15th, whenever it's coming out, whenever it's coming out, people were like, okay, I'm excited about GTA 6 now because there's a definitive release date. So I think they need to work on, and like I said, that meeting's coming in 2 weeks. So hopefully by like Tudum at the latest, May 31st, we get a definitive release date and people can start to get really excited about Stranger Things 5. And then the content will be more consistent. The teasers will be more active. The Stranger Things writers and Stranger Things Twitter account will be more active, and everyone will be coming back together to celebrate this amazing show. Hopefully that's the case. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but let me know what you guys think about all this news and my thoughts. Maybe people will get mad about how I reacted to all this, but I'm just really passionate, guys. I love this freaking show, and I put in a lot of hours to keep this show at the top of my priority list on my content. So, yeah. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you have a great rest of the day. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and join my Discord down below where we have over 1,200 members and we talk Stranger Things pretty much every single day. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.